Hey guys, I'm back. Thanks, Crystal, for sharing with us about our seed to seal. So, what are essential oils and how exactly do they work? They are the most powerful part of the plant. They are distilled from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, fruit, rinds, resins, and herbs. Oils consist of over 100 different natural organic compounds. In humans, they provide support for every system in our body, your skeletal, muscular, circulatory, endocrine, and they support the brain health and a healthy weight. They are used extensively for emotions and for spiritual support in your prayer life. An oil in a diffuser can soothe a child's tough day at school and provide a calming effect when you've had a stressful day at work. Oils can be used as an alternative to toxic cleaning chemicals in your home. You can literally start swapping out every single chemical cleaning toxin in your home to live a purer lifestyle, and you can do it without breaking the bank. You can just use your essential oils and add it to water, add it to some of your other non-toxic products. You do not need to be an aromatherapist to use them. In most cases, just rub topically on your skin. There are three main ways to get the oils into your system. The English apply topically. So what we do is you take your essential oil, and I left my carrier oils upstairs. I'm really sorry. You use either a coconut or an olive oil. You use just a fatty oil and you mix it with your essential oil and then just apply to your skin topically. The French will ingest and cook with it. So you can use your vitality oils and you can put them in a capsule or you can put them in a glass of water. So I said glass. Be sure that you're using a glass and not a plastic cup. And you can put those in your water. And then the German actually diffuse and inhale it. And so as you can see right here with my diffuser going, you can actually inhale the small particles of essential oils that way. Which this can be actually one of the most effective methods that you can use because it actually bypasses your digestive system. How do they enter and how long do they last? Well, tests have been shown that they reach the heart, the liver, and the thyroid in 3 seconds when inhaled. So you can actually put a drop of essential oil in your hands, rub it together, take some deep breaths, and within 3 seconds it has affected your main body parts just that quickly. It's amazing. And then studies have actually been found that it's in the bloodstream within 26 seconds when it's applied topically. So the expulsion and getting rid in your body using those essential oils, it takes about 3 to 6 hours in a normal healthy body to actually get out of your system. So you can reapply the oils as you need to. Just a little bit on essential oil history because I find it fascinating. They were first mentioned by name in the biblical book of Genesis, chapter 37, when Joseph sold to the slave traders. When he was sold to the slave traders, they carried spicery and balm and myrrh. Genesis ends with the burial of Joseph's father anointed with myrrh. And oils are mentioned 1,100 times directly or indirectly in Scripture. So these things have been around for a long time, and they're obviously extremely important. Some of the oldest cultures on earth used essential oils. The Babylonians placed orders for cedarwood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used essential oils for beauty and embalming when they had the oldest recorded. They also have the oldest recorded deodorant recipe made with essential oils. We all love the DIY stuff, right? So Pakistan and Rome actually used essential oils in the communal bathhouses. They were even used by Christ. Jesus was given gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And frankincense is sometimes referred to as the coconut oil of essential oils because it has over like 10,000 uses for frankincense alone. Can you imagine 10,000 uses? Okay. Essential oils were used by the medieval Europeans, many whom were brought oils back during the Crusades. And then it was only after World War II when essential oils were rediscovered, and the science and their uses grows every single year. So they're continuing to study uses and stuff like that for essential oils. And if you're ever really interested in it, like I'm fascinated by the research of essential oils, you can actually go to PubMed online and you can type in essential oils and whatever you're looking for, and you can come up with different articles and studies. Now those are private studies that have been done on essential oils, but you can find some more information there. So do essential oils work? In the United States, there is no rating system for essential oils. The closest we get to an FDA requirement that in order to label a bottle of essential oils as pure or therapeutic grade, the contents of that bottle must be at least 5% essential oil. So let me show you how that's done. So all oils in the world fall into one of 4 categories. They're going to be grade A, grade B, grade C, or grade D. Grade A is your therapeutic, made from organically grown plants and distilled at very low temperatures. Grade B oils are food grade oils. They may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. Grade C oils are perfume oils that often contain adulterating chemicals. So they are usually solvents, for example, like hexane, to gain a higher yield of oil per harvest. Solvents can be cancerous, and they are in many store-bought oils. They may also be diluted 80 to 95% with alcohol. Grade D is called floral water, which is an aromatic only and usually a byproduct of grade A distillation. After all the oil is pulled out, the leftover trash water is sold to companies which will fill their 5% of their bottle with this leftover trash water, fill the rest with carriers, and label it pure. So this is really important, why you need to make sure you check the labels and do your homework on your essential oils. Grade A is the only true pure oil. Grade D would be like walking into your fridge, taking a glass of orange juice, and diluting it 95% before you drank it with water. Okay? You're not going to get the full benefits of the orange juice when you dilute it that way. That's why you want grade A oils. Before you purchase, check to see if the company grows their own plants, like Crystal mentioned, owns their own fields, and controls the entire process from seed to seal, from the farm to the sealed bottle. Pesticides, pollution, previously farmed land, all can affect the quality of an oil. Young Living's oils are grade A, the top quality out there. So why would you go the extra step of using an essential oil to get away from a chemical and then using the essential oils that are filled with chemicals? It doesn't make sense, right? So y'all be real careful in choosing your essential oils. Everybody's getting on the bandwagon right now with essential oils because it's so popular, and so everybody wants to make money off of it. So every Hobby Lobby and Bed Bath & Beyond has essential oils. So be sure that y'all do your homework before you put them on your body or in your body. And that when we're talking about ingesting essential oils during this class, be sure to know that these are we are talking strictly Young Living. We cannot vouch for any other essential oil company out there. So why do essential oils sell oils more cheaply? Well, to save money. If you spray your crop with pesticides, you have more crop to distill. So there will be less weeds. You can do all of that. If you use a chemical solvent to extract the oil, you can pull more out. And if you dilute with a cheaper oil or a carrier oil, you'll actually stretch the oil that you have distilled. Most essential oils are sold more cheaply because companies will cut corners. So if you think of it, like they'll take like lavender and you distill it down, and then what they'll do is they'll take that lavender that's been distilled and they'll distill it again, and then they take it and they distill it again and again and again until they've gotten everything out of that lavender. That's not how Young Living does it, because that's not what you want to do. When you do that, you lose the medicinal benefits of that. You also will lose the fragrance a little bit, and that's why those companies will come back and add additives to those oils. And Young Living does not do that. Gary has a very specific process in distilling his oils so that they are distilled at the right temperature. They distill one time, and we get the purest essential oils out of that. And that's why they're a little bit more costly. So you get what you pay for. How oils are made. It takes a great deal of work to produce a tiny bit of essential oils. So it takes 60,000 rose blossoms to provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. So that's why the rose oil costs so much money. Lavender is abundant. 220 pounds will provide 7 pounds of essential oil. Jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun comes hot on the very first day that they open, thus making it one of the most expensive oils in the world. It takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. A sandalwood tree must be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation. So sometimes, you know, when we're out of stock of things, it's because we have to wait on nature for those specific time periods and the specific growths of the plants in order to distill them properly. A little bit goes a long way. Most essential oils are going to be between $10 and $30 a bottle. And a 5 ml bottle this size here contains about 90 drops. And then a 15 ml bottle that I have like right here, this would be a little bit larger bottle, contains about 250 drops. Each application you use maybe 1 to 3 drops, and even that will get you between 40 and 90 applications of a small bottle. The Thieves Cleaner is made of plants and only costs about $1.50 to make, because you can dilute that down and make a whole lot of Thieves Cleaner bottles. You can't even get that in the organic section at the grocery store. It replaces a multi-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, floor cleaner, and the organic versions of those can cost anywhere between $4 and $6 a bottle. So let's talk about if they're safe. There are certain oils that are photosensitive, meaning you don't want to wear them when you go outside. Those are mainly citrus oils. You've got like your lemon, your grapefruit, your orange, things like that. You want to be careful about putting them directly on your skin and then going out in the sunshine, because you'll just burn more easily. You don't want to do that. When using essential oils on your skin, always watch for redness and dilute with a carrier oil. And remember, we talked about a carrier oil is any kind of a fatty oil. So your coconut oil, olive oil, anything like that. Dilute oils on children because their skin is more permeable and it absorbs the oils more quickly. So we've talked about what a carrier oil is. Use a carrier oil. When you use the carrier oil with an essential oil, it actually slows down the rate. It doesn't make it any less potent of an oil that you're putting on your body. It just slows the absorption rate down. So if I put this essential oil directly on my skin, it's going to absorb really quickly, and it's going to evaporate. The vapors will evaporate pretty quickly and go into my skin. But if I use a carrier oil, it actually helps to spread a little bit further over your skin, and it slows the absorption into the skin. Be wary of putting oils topically near your eyes. You want to be real careful. Some oils like peppermint can cause a burning sensation, and if you're placing an oil near your eye, be sure to apply the oil to the Q-tip first and then put it around your eyes. A lot of times, the only time I ever really put oils around my eyes is if I'm going to put it in like my moisturizer. Every day I put frankincense to my moisturizer and I just rub it in, and then I can rub it actually all around my eyes and on my eyelids and everything. You can also become desensitized to an oil if you use the same oil day after day, especially in the same area. So be sure to rotate the areas that you're putting your oils on your skin, and you can rotate them out too. So maybe if you're using frankincense every day on your face, you can rotate it out and use some lavender for a couple of days just to give your face a little bit of a break from that specific essential oil. So what about the internal use of essential oils? Well, the NAHA is one of the top aromatherapy schools in the United States. They do not advocate for essential oils for internal use, because most companies out there like Bed Bath & Beyond and Hobby Lobby and all those companies that you see with essential oils, they do not carry the GRAS essential oils, which stands for Generally Regarded as Safe essential oils that are cleared by the FDA. The NAHA also bases a lot of their decisions on the British model, which advocates for topical use only. Many of the British studies are flawed, for example, done at extremely high doses or in ways that the oils aren't used, like pouring a bottle inside the body. Young Living utilizes all three methods that we mentioned, the British, the French, and the Germans. So we apply topically, we take internally, and we put in the diffuser for aromatically. The French have been safely using some of the essential oils internally for decades in cooking and stuff like that. Young Living has actually created a Vitality line with distinctive labels that you can easily recognize that are safe to take internally. This is our dietary essential oil line. It's called the Vitality oils, and they will all be labeled with a white label like this, and this is our dietary line. Any of those oils that are labeled like this are safe for ingestion. The other thing that's really cool is that if you see this bottle of lemon like this and it's a dietary oil, that also means that the real bottle of lemon, and I don't have one here right in front of me, but like it would look like this, the bottle of lemon, it's not, you see how it's not white? It's the same exact oil. Young Living has to label these separately just for recognition. The FDA requires it. So anyway, the Vitality line is our dietary line, and this is the one that can be safely ingested. So that was a lot of information that I just gave you. I hope you guys took great notes. You can come back and check that out again later if you want some more of those details. Now, Crystal is going to come back on, and she's going to share with you about peppermint, lavender, lemon, frankincense, copaiba, and digize. And then I'll come back and finish it up. See y'all soon.